Alrighty, welcome back. We are here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. I will get a prediction started. Alrighty, welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. This is our second match of the night. First match, Owen beat Justin in losers round 3. That was our first losers round 3 match. And tonight, this will be our final losers round 2 match. So we are fully moving on into losers round 3 and losers round 4 within the next week, which should be a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of different runners trying to survive, move on in this tournament. So the winner of this match will play Lily in the next round. And the other losers round 3 matchups, which we have currently, are Emily and Thyme Rosal. Winner of that match will play Furus. Owen just won tonight. We'll move on to play Nevu. Damage Dude and Joker will play losers round 3. Winner of that will play whoever loses between Moonrise and Teddy tomorrow. And then the winner of Lily versus the winner tonight will play myself. And we will continue on bracket is over halfway done. We're actually making very good progress. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the losers round matches because they're just a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much you win or you're done, and there's a lot of high stakes there. You do get a nice, like, I feel like the winner's bracket is just like, all right, if I can go, you know, decently far, that'll be nice. Or go as far as I possibly can in the winner's bracket. But obviously you do have that one buffer. You can lose once. Even the champion of the winner's bracket can still lose once in grand finals, so there is that buffer of the double elimination tournament, which always makes it pretty interesting, so. Honestly, this year we have, like, I feel like a lot of these losers round matches can go, like, genuinely could go either way. A lot of the times. I feel like so many of these runners, especially like the newer runners of the tournament, are just consistently improving their times, and it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, the next match that we currently have scheduled will be tomorrow afternoon. It'll be 4 p.m. Eastern between Teddy and Moonrise. That'll be our final round 3 matchup, and the winner will play Castle in winner semifinals. And the winner semifinals matches will I'll leave it up to the runners whether they'd like to play next week or the week after. They do have some good bit of time just to let the losers bracket catch up a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited to watch. It's interesting how the bracket kind of played out this year, like having 27 entrants, like kind of an odd number to go by. So the round 1 setup kind of looked a little interesting. It looked different than what you're normally used to. But by round 2 and by losers round 2, it pretty much evens out perfectly, which is nice, so. Yeah, it'll be pretty exciting to see. Also, just a reminder, we do have a prediction going. It's, I think it has like 5 minutes left or something like that, 4 minutes. So you can throw in your channel points if you would like. True, the bet, yeah, the bet, this might be the best bet of the tournament currently, this prediction. We currently have one singular gold bar on each side for Luna and Blue Delta, so this is truly high stakes. This might be the highest stakes of the tournament. Oh, we have this. It's 5 gold bars to 1 for Luna. So that means if you bet Blue Delta, if you just put 1 gold bar in, you get a significant portion super high stakes here. Alright, so both these runners picking up the 3 items in Bestovius' house. Shell Shock, obviously for room 89. And then the Fire Burst for Enter 2. I think Luna accidentally got like a buffered input there, pulling up the menu. Blue Delta got a Turtley Leaf drop there. Turtley Leaf will just reduce your damage that you take by half. We don't see those used too often. However, they could be useful for a couple specific rooms in the pit. True. Somebody should bet on Delta. You can get an insane amount of gold bars right now if you bet on Delta. And Delta pulls off this upset. Luna with a very nice grind, almost just short of 38k. That's great. Blue Delta did fall off early, however, brings it all the way back to 30.4. That is also very good. Not going to have to worry about the 60k level up. Might grab like an extra mushroom somewhere. That's fair. Yeah, with the pit, you never know. Truthfully. So Blue Delta looks to be playing on English, and Luna looks to be on the Japanese version. True, Skylar is set for an absolute payday. It would be 1 to 2,800 gold bars. JP Disc, okay. Cool, thank you. It's cool to see a lot of runners use JP Disc. I know I got one for... I first got one whenever I did my first run of SPM. at a marathon event called Pace. Just didn't want to deal with any potential crashing shenanigans or anything like that, so. But it's cool to see it being used this tournament. There's actually a lot of runners that do have JP Disc this year. Luna getting the first part of Darkroom GBS, gets the out-of-bounds movement. Past the old townhouses. Setting up for the one frame. Blue Delta will be stopping to shop. Did pick up a Fire Burst, looks like a Shroom Shake as well. And that'll be it. I believe they entered with 18 coins. Might have gotten another item. And we'll be doing the intended route for 1-2. Luna's still trying to get the one frame. I believe this miss is just slightly late, I believe. So another thing that is interesting, you can kind of see it, but there is a property with this game while you're in 3D, which we technically are. Luna does get on the seam, gonna jump across the final gap. There we go. So that is GBS. We are just doing green bridge skip. True, yeah. You do have... You can see how much time this does save over the normal 1-2 route. If you get it within, like, probably even over 2 minutes. Like, closer to 2 minutes 10 seconds, 2 minutes 20. Like, you have a lot of room to do it and still save time over the normal route for that level. The thing I was mentioning about 3D is every time that you home menu in 3D, it'll drain one of your bars in the 3D meter. Luna got a smelly herb drop, but gonna jump over it. But you could see that there, where it was just constantly ticking down the 3D meter. That strat is actually used a couple times in any percent just to specifically buffer the 3D meter at certain points, just to do a few tricks. Blue Delta spawning in the bridge now. We'll get kicked out of Green's house and finish up 1-2. Luna just jumped over that gap by using the squig. And we'll be fighting the first mini-boss of the game, which is O-Chunks. Just gonna toss O-Chunks into the right corner here. And by shaking the Wii Remote, we can do stylish attacks with Mario. That will keep us in midair for a little bit. We can also change some points off of Chunks as well. There we go. Blue Delta doing the 1-3 grind here. Oh, going for oh, a couple extra enemies, a mushroom, nice. That's a couple extra points there for Blue Delta. Blue Delta did get about roughly 30k off of the 1-1 grind, so probably got all that back there. Oh my goodness! Oh, Luna did a stylish move right in front of the Cherbil there. What a backup. That still worked. That was really nicely done. So still able to get ICS there. And then going for blue pedestal skip. There's a small seam that we can land on here. And by just continuing to hold forward, we can flip back to 2D right under the star block and not have to watch the blue pedestal cutscene where you have to press 1 and minus. So saves a good bit of time there. And then ice turbo skip. Just by getting hit by that ice turbo's projectile, we can place it higher in the air. And by doing that correctly, at the height of its floating animation, if we jump off it, we can reach the door. So that saves a good amount of time compared to walking all the way to the right side of the room and waiting for some platforms. So Luna moving on to 1-4. Blue Delta starting the chunks fight. There we go. Luna getting the key early clip first try. Just gonna maneuver. Oh, that's unfortunate. Jump back inbounds there, but gonna try it again. Gonna try to maneuver into the left wall. Try to jump back on top of the platform while in this left wall. As you can see here, we can just get behind these brown blocks, pick up the key that's there. And there you go, that's key early. Blue Delta also got a ice turbo skip there in that last room. Yeah, I always get scared watching Chunks fights sometimes. Especially when particularly when he does that ground pound attack, because there is a chance of getting soft locked if you get the final hit. There, I've seen that a couple times, so hopefully we just do not see that in the tournament. I don't think we have seen that yet in the tournament. I can't remember a time that's happened, so. Oh, Blue Delta got a turnaround while opening that key chest there. Was able to face towards the door there. Gonna wait for this fire bar to do the Thoreau lock strap. Very nice. Blue Delta gonna go for this Thoreau strat. There we go. Very nice. Able to hit the switch while falling off the ladder there. That's a cool strat. That was the old strat before key early was a thing. I used to do that in my any % runs. It's always cool to see. Unfortunately, Blue Delta took damage there. If you take damage on that ladder, you'll fall down a little bit. So Luna starting out the Fractal fight here. It's the first chapter boss of the game, the only chapter boss we're going to see. However, we will see this exact final boss, a clone of it, after the pit itself. Blue Delta using throw on that last block there saves a little bit of time. Alright, gonna pick up the Frackle here. Looks to be going for the 3D strat. Oh, got it. Got it first try. Unfortunately, only hit it twice. Didn't get a Frackle spawn there, unfortunately. Or, well, got one, but unfortunately they all accidentally died. Oh my goodness, no! Oh no! Oh, sliding off a Fractal. Was trying to do it, was trying to do that flip without the enemy. Unfortunately, falling off Fractal does have to watch the crazy, super awesome, cool 40-second cutscene again. Yeah, just unfortunately, all those Frackles ended up dying one way or another. It is possible to do that strat without holding the enemy. Holding the enemy just makes it a lot easier. You don't actually, like... normally you'll slide when Fractal's doing that spin in midair. But when you're holding an enemy, you'll just stand still. But either way, just a couple more hits here. Final hit there for Luna. I just really like this cutscene. Yeah, we get to see it again. That's cool. Blue Delta getting the 3D strat there. Just right through Fractal's head. Once again, it's just 3 hits to the antenna. And not going to worry about the 3D strat or anything, just going to do the classic jump from the tail to the head. Funny enough, the developers did know about this. I think it was somewhat intended. And they actually wrote about this trick, jumping from the tail to Fractal's head. They actually wrote about this in the official guidebook for Super Paper Mario, which is pretty neat. Alright, looks to be about, just looking at the Chapter 1 splits here, look to be about a minute and a half apart between these two runners. Which, in terms of the pit, we have definitely seen, minute and a half leads go all over the place in the pit. It's really very RNG dependent. Took me officially 35 minutes of stream time to turn on the Discord overlay on my stream layout. I'm a very good restreamer, if you couldn't tell. Alright, so Luna finishing up another cutscene here. Next thing will be going to Saffron, and we are going to cook that Fireburst that we picked up in Bestovius' house, and that will cook into a spicy soup, which we can give to Wake Up Peach. And Merlin actually, I guess you're intended to follow Merlin up to Peach, find out that it's Peach, and then Merlin tells you about the spicy soup, but since we already know this, we can just do it beforehand, and we'll use the return pipe, which was given to us during Prologue. Return pipe is just, will teleport us to Flipside Tower at any time that we're able to use it, so very useful item. And just saves a lot of time on backtracking, just based on prior knowledge.
Oh. Yeah. Ah. Hey. Hmm? Yeah.
So if you couldn't tell, this split is, at least in terms of the any percent category, I believe it is the longest intermission cutscene, or like intermissions between chapter going back to flip side. This is, well, I think, unless you count return technically would be longer, but return mostly does not take place in flip side. This is like the longest amount of time that we're going to be in flip side at once. Just a ton of different cutscenes, different little side things that we have to complete, side missions. However, all those are over for Luna. The only thing left is just to place the pure heart in the pillar. And we will only be briefly entering Chapter 2 just to get Boomer. And then we'll be on to the pit. We've actually had a ton of different runners set a PB. The last match that I commentated, or restreamed, commentated both, it was last night, and both Parodi and Ascend Joker both set 2-minute PBs. They both got sub 130s, and their times were only 11 seconds apart. It was a really, really fun match. It was super close all the way to the end, and they both PB'd, which was really awesome. I PB'd in a match earlier in this tournament. Emily PB'd, I believe, in a match. We've actually seen a ton of PBs. I'll find a document which Emily made. I have it somewhere. But Emily made a document which does have the schedule, another version of the bracket. It's on a Google Sheet. But it also, if I could find it, I know it's somewhere. There it is. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so that is every runner's PB improvement, that first ranking sheet. That is everybody's current PB rankings and how much they've improved throughout the tournament. So as you can see, there's been every runner that's in a darker green there under the PB Now category has improved their PB during this tournament, either in the tournament match or just doing runs outside of the tournament, which is really cool. Also, yeah, Luna, I do agree. These cutscenes always do put me to sleep, but we are back. We are back into Gloam Valley here for just a little bit. Blue Delta will also be in Chapter 2 momentarily. I believe that should still work. Yep, Thoreau is just barely still in use there. So if you use Thoreau before opening a lock, because Thoreau's in use, Thoreau won't travel to the center of the door like pixels normally do. Luna going for blue switch early here. Oh, that that Paragoomba. Oh, got pushed. I don't know if this works if you get pushed by the Paragoomba there. I'm actually interested to find out. It does. It still does. That's good to know. That looks to be good. Just hit the blue switch and there we go. Yeah, that was neat. Got pushed actually quite a bit by that Paragoomba. So that trick, essentially what's happening there is just called a Z manipulation. Every time that if you flip back to 2D while in midair, the game will give you the option to jump. And if you hold up or down after jumping out of that, you will change your 3D position while you're in 2D, which you normally are not meant to do. However, by doing that, we can push ourselves far back into the wall, and this only works in rooms as well as objects that are like slanted. Blue Delta with another another turnaround opening a key chest. That's the second one this run. Yeah, push forwards. Sorry, that's what I meant. The Paragoomba there. But that still was able to work. So if you turn around after doing that setup there, you do have to get to the right side of the room to be able to get out of bounds, but if you turn around or if you run into enemies during invincibility frames, you can take damage, but if you run into enemies during your invincibility frames, your position will be changed. And you won't be out of bounds anymore. You have to redo the trick, but thankfully for Luna there, that worked very well. That was a very good blue switch early there. Blue Delta got a Peachy Peach drop, but unfortunately will not be able to get it. It will despawn. Alright, Luna on the way to the pit. Boomer will be a very useful enemy, or excuse me, very useful pixel throughout the pit. There's a lot of enemies that we are able to kill with Boomer. Alright, there we go. Boomer throw first try. So we throw Boomer. You can pick Boomer up with throw. We can toss Boomer up on the ledge there, and that opens the pit. Owen won the previous match. Owen was actually close to PB. I think it just had some bad RNG in the 80s there, but had a really solid run. I think it was a 125. Justin was on a nice pace as well. Unfortunately, did die in the 80s. Did game over. Also, yeah, I believe that, Emily. The heat waves, at least where I'm at, have been brutal. It's been really rough the last couple weeks. That's a nice first key there for Luna. So if this is your first time seeing the pit, there is a lot of RNG elements. There's a lot of luck-based elements here in the pit, which makes these matches a lot of fun to watch, because you really never know what's going to happen. There's a few things that are consistent with the pit. Every room that you enter is going to have the same layout, same number of enemies, same types of enemies. However, the enemy locations are random. One enemy will have the key. It's completely random which one. You just have to defeat as many enemies as quickly as possible to find it. And then the door locations as well are random. They are linked pairs, so technically, depending on where you enter a room, you know where you're going to exit. It's tough to keep track of early in the pit, as opposed to later. There's a lot less different room or door combinations later in the pit, some of which can be memorized. Blue Delta will be entering the pit. Luna just got a first key in room 7 onto room 8. Blue Delta with a first key in the first room. Luna with another first key there. So as you can see, the first 10 rooms are mostly very simple enemies. Poison enemies in particular, as you can see, they will drop an item 100% of the time, unless they have the key. Which can be useful. Sometimes it's a catch card, but most of the time it will be some type of healing item that cures poison, which is nice. Most of the time it's likely going to be a dried shroom, which only heals 1 HP, but could be nice to cure poison. It's a nice first key there for Luna. The strat there for Blue Delta with those sproings, if you split them up, or if you jump on them one time, you'll split them up into 3, and that gives more points by jumping on them there. Also, both runners pretty much identical on points, both passed the 60k level up, don't have to worry about it. Both did a nice job in the early game, managing points. These slurps on Luna's screen, you have to feed Boomer to them to be able to kill them. There is no other way to kill them outside of Boomer. However, you can despawn them off screen, which is used in the Boomerless Pit run. If you despawn all enemies in a room, or if you kill and despawn a mixture, it's in no order. But regardless, the key will just spawn in front of the door, is what I'm trying to say. So, also a catch card drop there for Luna. Blue Delta got a Shroom Shake drop. Dried Shroom 75%. I can't believe the catch card's 3. I feel like I've seen a surprising number of catch cards out of poison enemies. I've seen that, like, it's usually only 1 per run, but I think that's like the 3rd time I've seen it. Ooh, an egg for Blue Delta, 12 HP heal. Always love to see the eggs. Shouts out. There we go, Luna waiting for that Tyloid. Able to use Boomer one time there, get both enemies, and get the key. So Blue Delta is on room 11. And Luna should be close to the end of the 20s, I believe. Or the 10s, excuse me. Yeah, room 18 here. Room 18, room 12, about a 6-room difference between these runners. So this room, room 19 here for Luna, this is the first room with, I'd say, a relatively difficult enemy, especially early on in the pit, because we're entering so underleveled. Thankfully, Luna doesn't have to worry about it. It's a 1 in 5 chance that you get the Koopa Troll key there, and at 60k attack level, it will take, like, I think you have to hit it 7 times with Boomer. And if you're below 60k, you can't damage it whatsoever, which is really bad. There are some strats to get around it. As you saw there, there were Koopas in that room. We can use the Koopa shells to continuously kick it back and forth into a Koopa Troll. We can also despawn the Koopa Troll as well, using Throw. And then room 21 here for Luna. These Spinies will take just 2 hits each with Boomer. If you end up buying a Fire Burst in the 1-2 shop, or if you get a Fire Burst drop, that's great to use in this room. Nice heal there, Peachy Peach. That's a 10 HP heal for Luna. Both runners actually getting some nice heal drops this run so far. It is worth noting, Blue Delta did shop earlier in 1-2, so it does have an extra Fire Burst and an extra Shroom Shake. Very nice first key there for Luna. Room 25 for Luna. This is another soft lock point if you're not at 60k. Thankfully, both runners are. This chain shop, you need to be at 60k to do damage. Blue Delta got another heal, a Smelly Herb. Ooh, first key, room 26. This is one of the more annoying room layouts, as you can see. Luna gonna try to jump on that pipe? I don't know if I should refresh this or not. Okay. Oh. It looks like talking to Flim for Blue Delta. We'll try to get Luna's stream back. Just endlessly jumping at the pipe. Yeah, I'll just refresh, see if I can refresh the stream there. Oh, okay. We'll get the stream back up momentarily. Blue Delta going to use that Fire Burst from earlier. I did not catch what Blue Delta bought from Flim. Did get something. Looks like they cleared out a inventory slot. Might be back. Potentially. These Cherbils on Blue Delta's screen, if you place Boomer on the floor above them, you can actually hit them when they're at the height of their animation. They sort of just float up and down. Oh, that key despawned there. The Koopa shell that Luna kicked despawned. But it actually had the key, so the key just spawns right in front of the door. That works. I think this will reach. Yep. Unfortunately, didn't have the key. Cannot tell if the enemy is above. Fortunately, it is on the top right side of the room. As you can see, you can only access this by using the pipe, which is unfortunate. It's a good 25 spawn there for Blue Delta. Now, these runners are actually only just a couple rooms apart currently. Luna will be into 31 momentarily, just finishing up 29. Blue Delta in 26. Luna also getting Flim, going to check, does have a Thunder Rage, doesn't have enough to get the Thunder Rage at 80 coins, but will pick up a Fire Burst there. It's a nice Tyloid room there for Luna. The Tyloid rooms can really take a while. They can add up on time if you don't get a good key. Sometimes the enemy spawns can just be bad as well. That can also have an effect on it. Luna's at 8 HP, but getting closer to the 90k level up. Both these runners should have a good number of heals as well. It's a great key there for Blue Delta. I believe entering 29, I think. Alright, both enemies on the good side of the room. This will be second key here. Oh, gonna pick up Boomer with Thoreau. That'll get a hit. Gonna do that one more time, and that'll do it. I do not know where this door is. It's either top left. Unfortunately, it is not. It is also gonna have to take a trip through the pipe. That's unfortunate. That room is great for Luna. It was, I believe, a first key, a 6-second room. 35 Coptas, Choppas, I actually don't know which one this is, but they're terrible, all of them. I hate them. Blue Delta getting Flim again. Yeah, I don't think I had enough, did have a Mighty Tonic, unfortunately doesn't have the coins for a Mighty Tonic. Going to get a Fire Burst there. Yeah, that stretch late into the 25s, or late into the 20s. Yeah. Commentator definitely can speak. But yeah, that last stretch there is just really, really rough. Depending on how the room layouts are, it can be very unforgiving. Oh, that spike top is just running away. Blue Delta is down to 4, does get the key. Blue Delta close to the 90k level up as well. Luna did get it. Blue Delta does have plenty of heals as well, so. It's a nice key here in this room for Luna. It's the first Magikoopa room of the run. Unfortunately, Blue Delta gonna have to take the pipe here. This is another really annoying room layout. Luna with 2 very nice Fire Bro kills. Those enemies are not easy to chain jumps on over and over again. And done with the 30s. That's a pretty solid segment there for Luna. Into 41, we have the first clubber room. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll be able to change some points there for a little bit. Luna is down to 5 HP, might have to use a heal soon. These enemies are just very scary to deal with. Anytime you get hit, it'll be 3 damage. As you can see, down to 2. Yeah, Luna gonna use a heal. That was 1 of 2 heals. That'll bring the health back up to 12. Does get the key, thankfully. And Blue Delta was able to get the 90k level up. Yeah, I don't blame you, Emily. It is... It's the second time I've seen that in the last 2 days. Joker was quite literally frames away from dying there in one of the clubber rooms, but did survive and pulled it all the way back. Luna gets the key in that Koopa Striker room. This will be room 44. You can actually get some nice point grind here in this room, depending on how the enemy layouts are. It's a nice key there from Luna. It doesn't have to go to the bottom right portion of the room. Blue Delta wrapping up the 30s here, 39. Gets another Fire Burst drop. Gonna use the herb there. That's a great first key there for Luna. Just gonna get all the points in this room. It's a good call there, up to 112. Next level up for both runners is the 120k level up. So Luna in 47, Blue Delta entering 41. Luna gets another heal there, very nice heal. Peachy Peach, 10 HP. Blue Delta looks to be using the throw strats. Oh, down to 3 HP for Luna. Oh, gonna have to heal. Oh my goodness. Okay, 4 HP, still alive. Luna down to 3. I think should still be fine. I think these enemies only do 1 damage. Does get the 120k level up though, so that works out. This is an unfortunate 41 here for Blue Delta. This is, looks to be, yeah, one of the last keys up here. I'm gonna wait for some extra points before entering that door. Blue Delta does get a horsetail drop. Gonna use it right away. Does get the key though. That's nice after a rough 41 there. Luna's into the 50s as well. I believe that was like 52 or 53. I will see here. This is... yeah, 53. Okay. Spanias and Tyloids in this room. First key. There we go. Another first key for Luna. That's two great first keys in some really tough rooms. Another first key as well, and the door's up top. This is a great stretch of rooms here for Luna. In the 50s. This room 56, Dark Booze and one Cursia. Another first key. This is like 4 in a row. The streak comes to an end, but wow. What a great set of rooms there to close out the 50s. Tons of points. Very nicely done. So 58. This is another really big room here. Obviously, this is the Amazy Daisy. The projectile from the Amazy Daisy will do 10 damage. However, that's, I believe, a second key in that room. Second or third. Either way, we'll absolutely take that. Not gonna have to worry about the Amazy Daisy there. Trying to get these magic blasts to spawn. There they are. That was a really solid 50s there for Luna. That was a 344 segment, I believe. Oh, down to 3 HP there for Luna. Yeah, we'll have to heal. Next level up. Oh! Blue Delta! Oh my goodness. Okay. Down to 2 HP there. Both runners getting a little low. Gonna have to both choose to heal. Next level up for Blue Delta is 120k. And for Luna, Veggie Drop. Very nice. Will be 160k. Blue Delta gonna get some more points here. This room for Luna, some more Dark Booze as well as these Dull Bones. It's a nice key there. It's another dangerous room. Clubbos, Boomerang Bros. Gonna see another Fire Burst here. Luna got down to 3 HP. We'll have to use another heal. Only 1 left. Still looking for the 160k level. We'll use the throw strat here. This works out. And there's the key. Nice. I will do a quick room check for both these runners. Luna in the 60s, entering 65, just 2 enemies in this room. 53 for Blue Delta. Blue Delta very close to the next level up. Luna also only 9k away. There we go. Blue Delta with the level up. Unfortunately, Luna will have to flip to go to the other side of the room. Got a really nice setup there. Unfortunately, just didn't have the key on that end. So Blue Delta does have the next attack level up. We'll be doing a bit more damage to these clubbas, which is nice. Thankfully, these Hammer Bros are on the bottom floor here for Luna. If they are on the top floor, they will just toss hammers down screen. It is very annoying to deal with. Luna does get the 160k level up into this room. Room 69. It'll be 5 damage every time you get hit. But there we go. So there's one Cursia in this room for Blue Delta. It is right up top there. Oh, got a poison shroom. One of these last dark boos has the key here. This could be a nice setup here for Luna. It is very nice. Just a 5-second room there. Tons of Cursias here. Could be seeing Super Boomer, I believe. Super Boomer is done just by flipping back to 2D at a very specific point in Boomer's exploding animation. And if we can do that, it'll wipe out all the enemies on the floor while flipping back into 2D. Got another, sorry, that was, I'm mixing up the runner's gameplay here. Another poison shroom drop for both runners. It's the Daisy room for Blue Delta. Room 58. Does have a bunch of these enemies, Luna does, these Copta enemies. Just trying to find the key here. Blue Delta gonna heal. Does have 5 HP. Or excuse me, 8. Gets another Daisy Tear, gonna heal again. Still looking for the key here. Does get it, there we go. Rough Puff room for Luna. Did get a long last shake drop. I believe Luna still does have some heals. Oh, that was a great jump up there for these rough puffs. Does get the key. So room 61 here for Delta. And this will be 76 for Luna. First key there for Delta. Gonna be out of this room. Oh, down to 3 HP! Oh, paused again right on top of the, Okay, that enemy was gone, but man, that was so close. Right on top of the enemy there. The Clubba. Oh, that Clubba's in the way. Okay, does get the key, though. Luna is also down to 5 HP, close to the 200k level up. Blue Delta gonna opt to use the long last shake here. Luna gonna use the final shroom shake, so Luna is out of heals for now. Yeah, it's not the most ideal spot to be in. Down to 4 HP, we'll get some extra health here. Or, excuse me, no, that's for Blue Delta. I'm mixing up the audio. Down to 4 HP. This is pretty much it for Luna. We'll have to get to the 200k level up or get an item drop. This is a nice spawn down here, though. It gets the key. Gonna opt to just get a little bit of extra points there. Gonna opt to kill the rest of these enemies. You get a good amount of points every time. Just getting as close to the next level up as possible. The next room, 81. Well, first of all, next room, 80, looking for a flim spawn if possible. Does not get one, unfortunately. But 81. Some pigs. This should do it. There we go. Luna gets the level up. Back to 30 HP. Just looking to get to room 89. Room 89 with the shell shock. We'll get another level up. That's a good key there as well. First key, 83 there for Luna. Blue Delta entering 68. Luna gonna look for the Spanias here in 84. Okay, the Slurp just decided to eat that bomb right before using it there. Has one more try for Spandy Key. Oh, that's it for Blue Delta. Oh my goodness. Didn't even realize the health there. That room is so dangerous, room 69. GG's to Blue Delta. No, yeah, had some really rough rooms, particularly the clubber room there. It was just like really RNG was just not in Blue Delta's favor. Imagine finishing a tourney run. It is what it is. GG's Blue Delta. And thank you for playing this year's tournament. Be sure to give Blue Delta a follow. Luna in 86 on the Koopa Troll room. I don't believe, yeah, no Mighty Tonic or any item for this room. I don't think Luna has gotten many Flim spawns outside of one earlier in the run. Down to 5 HP. We'll be out of this room, though. Again, just looking to get to room 89. A long last there for Luna. Gonna use it. Very clutch heal, yeah. It is this last enemy that keeps, unfortunately... This enemy's being so annoying. Just barely out of the range of Boomer every time. Yeah, there it is. There's the key. I believe it'll be 88, the Ninja room, coming up here. And then 89, we will likely be looking at a level up with the Shell Shock. Yeah, that long last shake gives a really good amount of health, just gradually. It's a great spawn here for room 89. So this is the reason we pick up the Shell Shock in Bestovius' house. Can wipe out all these enemies down here. Got the 250k level up, getting close to the 300k level up as well. That was a really nice setup there in this room. This could be a great setup for 91 here as well. There's 2 enemies here. Does get the key. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Twitch. We love Twitch. There we go. Oh my god, these... Jerry is going insane. There we go, there's the key. Moving along in the 90s. We'll probably get the 300k level up pretty soon as well. Room 94, first key. This door might be on the right side. It is on the top, okay. Yeah, so there's like a little middle right door that you can get that is just barely out of the way, where you do have to walk all the way around to get it with this room layout. Which can be pretty unfortunate sometimes, but... Luna gets the 95 key. Oh my goodness, what a dodge. There we go, that's the 300k level up. Just a couple rooms left here, 97. I did not know until this moment that you could duck under those, which is honestly pretty good information to know. I feel like I kind of wish I knew that, because that honestly could be pretty useful. I do not believe... Yeah, I don't think Luna has an item here for 98. It will only be, because of the 300k level up, will only be 2 hits with Boomer. Gets a first key there. It's a nice spot to get the 300k level up before this room, in case of no item. Just a bunch of Magiblots. Trying to find the key. Trying to see what's happening. Trying to get Twitch to cooperate. There we go. I should still have audio. I think, yeah, I think that was on Luna's end there for a little bit. The game audio kind of, like, changed frequency there for some reason. That might have honestly been on Twitch's end as well, just because I had to refresh the stream a bunch. We'll switch to Peach. Might be going for the... Oh, yeah, definitely gotta use the Fire Burst first. That makes sense. Just a free 5 hits here on the antenna. We'll be waiting for a Rackle to spawn here. Those projectiles will do 10 damage. Thankfully doesn't have to worry about it. And there we go. Just a couple floats across here with Peach. And there we go. That is the Racktail fight. Shoutouts to the Justin Strat. GG's. GG's Luna, GG's Blue Delta. Luna will be moving on to the next round of the tournament. Moving on to losers round 3. We'll play Lily in the next round. And we have all the losers round 3 matches are ready to go. We actually just finished one tonight, so we've got 3 more. There we go. That'll be a 133.40 on Luna's timer. So GG's to Luna. GG's as well to Blue Delta. Shouts out to both these runners. Yeah, thank you for playing once again, Blue Delta. And hope to see you back again next year. We, as for the schedule, I believe I will check the tournament channel. I believe we're up to date, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the only match that we have scheduled will be tomorrow afternoon. It'll be 4 p.m. Eastern. That'll be the final winners round 3 matchup between Moonrise and Teddy. 4 p.m. Eastern. So we'll have that for you on Friday. And then after that, we have a couple winners semifinals matches, which will be scheduled at some point. I will give those runners about a 2-week buffer to do that. Losers round 3 will be next week. Same with losers round 4. I'll just let everybody play. For the losers round, whenever you're able to play, you are welcome to schedule. Just as soon as you're able to. Yeah, so, some of those segments were incredible. Like, it was just back to back, like, I think literally 4 first keys in a row. It was just insane. That was such a great segment. Alrighty. Well, that is going to do it. Let me pay out the prediction. There we go. Yeah, 4 first keys in a row is crazy. Rip my 1 gold bar. Oh no. We're going to go ahead and raid Cora. Cora doing some pit percent world record attempts. Practicing for the tournament. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I believe Ghost will be restreaming tomorrow. So we'll have Moonrise and Teddy, and then we'll have a couple more matches coming up next week. So we will see you all then. Take care. Have a great night, everybody.